we have a big question.
Yeah.
You have a question.
Yep.
Toss out your question.
Are we in the middle of celebrating the 250? That's the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when does the 250 start?
Yeah. Is it the World Cup? Is that when it starts?
Can I ask more importantly than when does the 250 technically start? When does the construction for 250 officially end? Because I can't deal with this anymore. There is so much like jackhammering in Old City the time.
Yeah.
Every street's closed.
It's almost done.
I was
they put plants in the planters.
It looks beautiful down here on Market, but oh my gosh, I'm just like, it'll be 7 a.m. and I hear like,
and
like,
we need to have a citywide PSA letting people know that those are bike lanes.
Yes.
Those are not for your kids.
And wheelchair lanes.
Yes.
And wheelchair lanes. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love
you get to cruise through. There's
if you're on wheels, you get to go.
Yeah.
2 feet.
Americans,
move aside, sister.
Americans aren't really used to this. Like, you go to Europe, like you get something in a bike lane, you're getting yelled. Like,
Matt gets so mad at me.
Sure.
Like, especially if I'm just like walking down the street, like just stepping out to look for the bus. He's like, you're in the bike lane.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I want to catch the bus.
Although
I got to walk over it. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Like Frogger.
Conversely, when I walk my dogs and there's bikers on the sidewalk and there is a bike lane, I'm like, I'm going to tell you something. My dog Sergio, ill behaved, and I'm not going to change it. And he's gonna bark right at you while you're riding on the sidewalk because he thinks you're a toy. And I'm not gonna yell at him for it.
And he's how many pounds?
The last time I went to the vet, they did it in kilograms. So I know he's 7.6 kilograms. So he's like 17 pounds probably. All
massive.
head. It's all in his head. His body's like so small and his head is so large. It's like, what is going on? And his feet, his like legs are this big and his belly's like
just a mutt.
Just hangs down.
Yeah, he's just BSBC. They told us he's like a Bichon and a Shih Tzu. And we're like, no, he's not. He might be part poodle, but our other dog is a poodle, and he's so much smarter than Sergio. We're like, he can't be a poodle. He just can't get it together. But no, and I think it's cool in Europe. They do like, at least a lot of the places I've been, the sidewalk will be almost like a cobblestoney. You know, it's got some texture to it, and the bike lane will be smooth, so you can see a clear delineation between. If it's smooth, you don't need to walk here. And if it's kind of cobblestoney, you know you're in the walking part of the sidewalk. Although here they painted it like electric green and people are still walking in the bike lane. And so, or today I actually, when I was walking my dogs this morning, saw some girl yell at her dad because he was waiting to cross the street in the bike lane and all these bikers were behind him. She's like, Dad, get out of the bike lane. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. But, you know, we're, like you said, getting used to it.
It'll just happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, does the 250, I mean, I think it's just started. I think it's just happening. Like there's not going to be any official because we have the PGA championship.
But that's out in
Newtown
Square.
In Newtown Square. Okay. There's like a countdown for the 4th of July, but I think that's too late.
I think it's 4th of July, I guess.
I'm
just pissed that they don't have this waterfront thing even close to being done. That's the banging here. And like me and you,
I know. I think it's hard though, because like, you know, when you're like, forgive me, Mom, but my mom, we would always give her flack because she's born August 24th. No, her anniversary is 24th. Her birthday's 27th. My brother's the 31st of August. So like August turns into birthday month. And we would always joke, oh, it's Mom's birthday month. Oh, it's the birthday month. Oh, and she doesn't even really do it anymore. But we still, anytime she says like my birthday's next week, we're like, oh, how can we forget it's August? It's the birthday month. And I'm kind of sitting there like, how long can we really do this for? I get 250 years, so it's slightly different than my mom. But like, when are we supposed to start and stop celebrating the birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great question.
Like what happens after July 4th?
Like July 5th. Are we just like, okay, what country's Independence Day comes next?
I think it's going to be Wow Wow Welcome America that we're really going to feel it. Which is like middle of June. It's probably, I think it starts 2 weeks before the 4th.
What happens Memorial Day weekend? Is there a concert then?
Everyone goes to the shore.
There's no concert. There's no big concert. Okay.
Everyone leaves the city.
Yes.
Actually, like all at once. That's the thing during baseball season. You just watch the mass migration of people leave the city. And then after Labor Day, they all come back for Eagles season. So that'll be interesting what happens. Because I feel like Philadelphia citizens won't really be here, but guests will be here.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Lemon Hill, right? That's where they're doing all the World Cup stuff.
I saw the thing today about residents are mad because they have to get a parking permit or they're going to get tickets.
Yeah. Just because you can park in Brewery Town from your permit doesn't mean that you will be allowed to, which is good because they're going to police it, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. But I think if you live in Fairmount or Brewery Town, like you know that world, you know that life. Anytime that there's a big event on the Parkway, that is just part of your neighborhood vibe.
Yeah.
Don't move your car that day.
Don't move your car for like 2 weeks.
No.
Take the bus. Take the Flash.
The Flash.
That free bus?
What is
the
the
dollar
Flash?
bus? Oh, you guys don't know. It goes on a loop from, I think maybe, it might go to Lemon Hill. It at least goes from the art museum down to Old City.
The PH.
Yeah.
Flash.
And it's like $1.
It's $1?
Really?
Yeah.
Hop on, hop off, right?
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah. I think it's seasonal. It runs just a short.
I want to
Sure
do one of
thing.
those hop on, hop off tour buses.
The red buses?
Yeah.
I want to
blast.
do them with like a big gulp cup.
I want to do them,
full
but
of like
I want to be the
booze.
guide and make things up.
Yes. You can say whatever you want up there and people will just believe it.
Yeah, I want to go and like fully make things up. I would be like, here a man legally married a horse. Like that's like wow, I want to.
But
do
we
this.
can also like tell stories and be like, that's where Pat Burrell beat up a guy right outside of Blue
Yes.
Martini. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we have like
Yeah.
the like Philly legend stories.
Do you want to hear a
Yeah.
funny Pat Burrell story?
Of
Not really a Pat
course.
Burrell story, but a Pat Burrell. So I don't know if he remembers this, but back in 2018, I want to say maybe it was 2019, they gave away replica World Series rings at a Phillies game. So you went to the Phillies game, you got a replica World Series ring. Well, this guy we all went out afterwards. It was the night before Broad Street Run. I was running in it. And I remember being like, why am I out this late? We all went out afterwards and we went to Irish Pub, RIP. I really wish they would reopen Irish Pub somewhere.
The one in Rittenhouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want the bathrooms to have the floor that's all messed up. So when you're sitting on the toilet, you can see the top of your head in the mirror. What a gem. I love that place. Anyways, we all went to, maybe this happened in Ladder 15, then continued at Irish Pub. What a world that was. But my friend, who was like way too young to be Pat Burrell, was walking around telling all these girls he was Pat Burrell and then flashing
Wearing the
his
ring?
fake
Amazing.
World Series ring.
It's
And all these girls
amazing.
are like completely eating it up. And I was like, have you ever even Googled what Pat Burrell looks like? This guy looks nothing like him. He's like 18 years too young to be Pat Burrell. Like, what is going on? And the funny thing was that they kept saying, because he was also wearing a Pat Burrell Phillies shirt, which I was like, I don't think he would
I don't
ever
think
do
Pat
that.
would ever wear his own.
No.
shirt,
Was it a
right?
jersey? A
No,
t-shirt?
it wasn't. But that really would have added to the story. I should have lied and said it was, but it wasn't. And he was just telling people he was Pat Burrell, and people were believing him. And the thing is that I don't even think these women knew who Pat Burrell was in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't like they were
Yeah,
so
pro
blacked
athlete's
out.
a pro athlete.
But they were just like, Pat Burrell? Of course you're Pat Burrell. And Pat the Bat. Like, of course. It was just so weird. It was.
Somebody tell
Yeah.
Pat Burrell that his legend still rings.
Yeah, and
all these years
it
later.
works. I mean, yeah, it worked that day. And I was like, don't bring her to the Broad Street Run in the morning. I can't even. Like, please
And I
don't.
just learned what a jersey is.
Oh,
Never heard
yeah.
of it
You didn't
before.
know that?
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't know that?
Oh, yeah.
Reminded me of Shorzy. That's a great one. All right. All
Do
right,
you want to break
Philadelphia.
down these first?
Let's do it.
Well, so I don't know if you
I'm gonna blow
know,
y'all's mind.
but there's a whole nother podcast going on in this ethersphere, this atmosphere of podcasting.
Yes.
This is when I get really tired and I'm out of words. That I host the 52 weeks of firsts in Philadelphia.
That's right.
52 weeks of Philadelphia firsts. That's it. Got it on the third try.
Good job.
Yeah.
For the semi
Semi-quincentennial. I got that one down. Yeah.
No.
But there's like a ton of things that happen right here in Philadelphia for the first time in America. And a lot of them are food related.
Yeah. Yep. Well, here's one. I'm going to start off this one. This one's kind of fun. I didn't realize it. Plant-based eating started in Philly.
What?
Yeah. Here you go.
Is it ground provisions? Is it the veg people? Did they start?
This was actually kind of blew my mind. The American vegetarian movement dates to 1817 when members of a religious sect known as the Pescatarian. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Known as the Bible
United Presbyterian
Exactly.
Church of Pescatarians.
the Pescatarian Presbyterians. They moved to Philly.
So they were kind of right.
Yeah.
LA.
Exactly. Well, when you said that, I actually I thought of this. Anyways, Reverend William Metcalf led 41 congregants to found the American branch of the Bible Christian Church at North Front Street. Not only the first vegetarian church in the United States, but also the first large-scale grouping of vegetarians. At the time, Metcalf and his congregants struggled. Their views on animals were largely unwelcome, and they were hissed at as heretics on the street. By 1850, they founded the American Vegetarian Society.
Is that why that vegan society is over there on 2nd Street?
I have walked by that so many times.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just like a vegan office of like, come here and be vegan.
It reminds me of the Church of Scientology, but for vegans or something.
Well, that's the thing. I'm afraid if I go in there, to be like, hold these 2 tin cans, tell us your lies, and give me $8,000. And I'm going to be like, no, I can't. I'm already spending so much money on fake meat.
If they hand me a puppy, I'll stay in there for a little while. But
I don't. And like when the weather's nice, the door is always open, and I'm like, "Who's going in there? What are
it's the vegan reading room, like the Scientology,
and it's like right next to a little shop. So you're like looking for cute Philly themed gifts, and then you almost stumble.
If you ever walk by the Old City Book Trader, it's right next to there. You can't miss it. But
the Vegan Society,
and if you have the heart to go in, please tell me what they do in there.
All right, rattle off a couple other ones.
Okay. America's first cookbook printed in here, American Cookery by Amelia Simons in 1796. We are the original importers of mustard in the United States.
Oh.
Ben Franklin is often credited with bringing the mustard to the U.S. around 1758, and an advertisement for mustard appeared in his Pennsylvania Gazette.
Are you a big mustard fan?
I am. We just had this conversation at a Flyers game recently. I love, I will buy foods that are a vehicle to mustard, to eat the mustard. I hate soft pretzels with cheese. I inhale soft pretzels with, I don't understand how people, especially nacho cheese. I'm like, you have a good, like spicy brown mustard in front of you and you're putting orange globby glue on your beautiful soft pretzel. Yeah. Disgusting.
Mustard.
How many mustards are in your refrigerator?
We have like probably 5 because I have 2 Dijons that are open because I'm type B, a hot honey Dijon, a regular yellow, and then like a stone ground English. Like not because they're also just good on a charcuterie board. I like cheese.
They all have mustard, different reasons.
To exist. Goulden's mustard.
How many mustards are in your fridge?
I have this like German like super spicy one. I have I don't have French's, but I have a whole grain, 1 Dijon, and then the Goulden's.
I did get a cool tarragon mustard from River Wards a while back, and it definitely is bad, but I did eat it the other day on some drunken goat cheese. It's really good. Sorry. That just reminded me.
All right. Is there any other ones in this list?
First Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies.
Do you know that story? They were, the Girl Scouts were looking for ways to raise money, and they teamed up with GE, and they were like, hey, can we literally bake cookies in your storefront while you guys are trying to sell ovens? We'll sell cookies.
Oh,
and that was
smart.
It. Yeah.
The girls came up with that?
The Girl Scouts came up with that.
Look at us. Look at us, ladies.
Look at you go.
Rock stars.
Yeah. All right. This one is just kind of, I'll finish on this one. It's kind of a funny one. Hershey's chocolate failed here first.
Failed?
Failed here.
Like failed in Philadelphia?
Failed. Yep. Milton Hershey's first failure was in Philadelphia. A native of Dauphin County, which I think is not too far from like Lancaster. Hershey opened up a confectionery shop at 935 Spring Garden Street in Philadelphia in June of 1876, hoping to capitalize on the centennial celebration, so 150 years ago. However, it did not go over well, and it folded, and he moved to Lancaster.
Oh, yeah.
Lancaster. The rest is history. Sorry, whatever it's called.
How does chocolate fail?
I don't know, but he figured out how to make it successful.
Yeah. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's dead. But.
Although I will say their chocolate tastes better in Canada. Although someone swears it's the same chocolate.
Well, they're victims of that like chocolate change, right?
He said it, not me. Hershey's again. If you want to do paid promos on Instagram, at Taryn Hatcher.
No, aren't they didn't like the grandson of the Reese's creator like is suing them because they took too much of the chocolate out of it, or they changed the peanut butter recipe or something.
I think I did see something about they changed the peanut butter recipe and then they changed it back. But
Hershey drama.
As I say, it's almost stuff that's that sugary sweet now. This is such an annoying thing to say, but I borderline find off-putting.
Well, we're so close to Shane's here in Old City, and once you have that,
sister.
I think it's just like. The one I can get behind is a Twix. I think it's because there's a shortbread cookie inside, and I love a shortbread cookie.
I'm an Almond Joy.
Oh, God.
Coconut.
Marissa.
Yeah.
Almond Joy, love it.
Love an Almond Joy.
No.
Anything with pecans, I'm there for it.
No.
You know what I had the other day? I had Dairy Queen. I had a Blizzard.
Oh.
I haven't had one of those in God knows how long.
Did they turn it upside down?
Of course, they have to.
Wait, is it like, when they serve it to you, they turn it upside down?
That's
a thing?
I don't know that I've ever been to Dairy Queen.
Oh, really?
I don't think they had one near us.
If they don't, you're like, that's not thinking of.
Oh, yeah, because you get it for free,
falls
right?
out.
If it falls out or
Is it?
something.
I don't know.
Oh, another South Jersey thing that reminds me of Core Brothers down the shore. That made me really want a Coors Brother.
Are
Just
you
like
a swirl?
Oh, yeah. Orange and vanilla swirl is like
Rainbow Jimmies?
my thing. Not a big, can I tell you too? I was a waitress at Friendly's in high school. They did not let me say Jimmy's. I was told those
Sprinkles.
I don't know if somebody came and got offended by the Jimmy's one day, and I understand the conversation around it, and I was like, okay,
We had a
sure.
whole
I don't
episode
wanna-
just on that.
But oh my gosh, I was like, one time I said something about, do you want rainbow Jimmy's or chocolate sprinkles? And they were like, do not call them Jimmy's. And I said, okay. Same thing. I was a waitress at Chickies and Pete's in college. Couldn't call it Old Bay seasoning. Had to call it Pete's special seasoning. Which I was like, that sounds worse.
Yeah.
And if they ask you what it is, you have to say a paprika-based seasoning. And I would just say, it's Old Bay. It's Pete's
By
Old
the
Bay.
truckload.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the cheese is melted American.
Oh, God. Well, that was a whole nother thing. People were like, what's this cheese? What is this cheese? What is this cheese? And I'd be like, we're not supposed to tell you, but it's American with water in it. It's a little bit of watery
And-
American cheese.
And there's always a line at the ballpark.
And I couldn't eat it for years.
Yeah.
But then recently I
Imagine
was like,
how
"Oh."
much that company makes. They
Yeah.
literally fries.
Yeah.
For $9 for like 8 ounces of fries.
Quick. So when I was a waitress at Chickies and Pete's, we used to do endless crab leg night on Wednesdays,
Oh.
and none of us wanted to work because you knew you were gonna work hard and like make the least amount of tips, but it was
And
fine.
smell like crap.
Well, yeah, it was bad. And this one this one woman, she came in one time and she like was asking all these questions about the crab. Like you had to go up and give them your brief about like, hey, here's how it works. Like it's endless, but you have to order for just yourself. If you order endless and then give to other people, they also have to order something. Like it's the whole thing, and you can't take it to go. So what you eat is what you eat, and when you're done, you're done. So if you know you're about to be done, please don't order another thing of crab legs. We can't pack them up for you. They go straight in the trash. Like this whole spiel. And this woman's like, okay. And she ordered crab legs, and we started to notice that in the discard bowl, there was always one less thing of crab legs than we given her. Like you get 2 clusters of crab legs. And the first time I was like, that's weird. She's like
You're
missing a
counting them.
whole
cluster.
cluster in here.
There's only 7 legs in here. It's
Yeah,
like
but
8.
sometimes it's like, all right, if they like snuck it to like their kid, like I don't really care.
Yeah.
And then it was like she had like 4 bowls, and we were consistently getting back like 1 crab leg cluster over and over again. I was like, oh God, okay, what's the deal here? And then she gets to the last bowl that she's going to eat, and she's like, could I just get a to-go container for this? Because I actually don't think I'm going to want it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I explained, we can't really do a to-go container. Like it's just
policy.
It's policy. Exactly. And she was like, oh, okay, so what's going to happen to those? And I was like, well, theoretically, they're going to go in the trash if you haven't touched them. Sometimes like one of like the kids who's a runner who, can't really afford to like buy the crab legs for dinner, we'll give them to them. Like it's kind of gross. We're probably not supposed to do that. I probably should have said that, but whatever. And she was like, oh, well, that's weird. I can't just take them. And I was like, no, it's policy. If I do it for you, I have to do it for everybody, like whatever. So she's like, okay. So I take them back. And then she's asking for like a lot of clarified butter to go. And I was like, something strange. And then I was like, I'd given her 2, and that was what we were supposed to give them. And then anything more than that, I think you're supposed to like charge or something. I don't know, details are foggy. This was like 15 years ago. And give her the clarified butter, give her the 2, then she wants more. And my manager's like, I'm like, something's up. And he's like, something's up. If she keeps pushing, whatever. So then she like didn't want to pay because she didn't get the last cluster to go, and she didn't get the butter that she wanted and whatever. And then we noticed that her purse that was on the seat had a flap, but it was lined with a plastic bag. And we were like, where'd all those clusters go? And so she was trying to like leave without paying because she was upset about how much she was charged for alcohol because the prices weren't on the menu because alcohol prices are never on the menu. And then she didn't get the butter and she didn't get the clusters, a whole thing. And then the manager was like standing at the door, was like, if you're not going to pay, we have to call the cops because now this is a crime. And then this whole thing. And then she dropped her bag and she had crab clusters in her purse. And I remember sitting there being like, oh my God. And then she didn't want to pay, didn't get tipped. I must have spent like 4 hours on this table because she kept on eating clusters slowly to hide one. And I started sitting here being like, I was interning at the time. I remember being like, if I don't make it in this business, I got to get out of here. I can't do. I'm wearing this crab leg night. I can't do this. And I remember sitting being like, this is crazy. Waitresses don't make enough money. So actually, maybe auto gratuity, not the worst idea.
There you go.
Not the worst idea.
A good callback.
There you go. It's like when the woman pulled a Ziploc bag of green beans and put it on their plate of branzino that I just cooked for her.
What?
A fork.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Reached down in her purse, pulled out a little bag of green beans. All right. On that note, we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna land this plane. We're gonna land this plane, boy.
I've sat with that Chickies and Pete's story for a lot of years, and I was like,
I'm glad you got it out. I will say one great thing about Chickies and Pete's. Sleeper, the pizza is very good.
They didn't serve it when I was there.
Yeah, it's newer.
Chicken and Pete's has pizza.
Yeah.
Wawa has
Kids
pizza?
used to love the sweet potato fries with maple syrup, and I'd be like, oh, okay. But yeah, Chickies and Pete's, Philadelphia classic.
Good for them.